52 bomber clap, pussy wagon, chicken nugget.
Welcome back to the Larp Pod. Yes, we're on episode, I think it's episode 4.
Yep.
We have got me, Lego Gamer, and Moody.
Yeah.
Today we are going to go mainly focusing on a movie-based pod, because we've got 4 big topics to talk about. We've got our review on Supergirl, Moody's review on Supergirl. You've got my review, Lego Gamer's review on Toy Story 5. I want to also rank the Toy Story films as well. Got the Odyssey trailer as well, the official trailer. We're going to be reacting to that as well. And then to finish it all off, we're going to be reacting to the brand new Dune trailer, which released last night at 8 o'clock. Because I remember watching Project Hail Mary and it just dropped. So, how are you?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm alright. Not that bad.
So, do you want to lead us into Supergirl?
Let's go to Supergirl.
Get stuck in. So, I have gone to see this movie with not extremely high expectations, but I still wanted a kind of continuation of what was great about Superman. And I won't lie to you, I was a little disappointed, but I think some of the hate that's gone to this movie is a little bit shit. And one of the main things that I really hate that people are giving this movie shit for is the actor Millie Alcock, right? People are just bullying this poor woman, calling her like ugly, comparing it to like the trolls. It's really disgusting to see. What do you really think about this?
I agree on your part. I think it's disgusting that you gave the actress hate, because I haven't seen it yet. But the thing is, what I've seen like in trailers and like in other reviews I've read, I think she did a good job of what I've heard. But if you don't like an actress, just don't put hate out on the internet, because once you put hate out on the internet, people are going to barge you with negative stuff. But keep your own opinions. Basically, keep your own opinions if you don't like a person to yourself. But what I'm going to say is what I said then. I think she's going to be cool in the film. I think she's going to be a cool companion piece to Supergirl. But overall, that's your thoughts. If you think that people don't like her and if you didn't mind her or whatever, that's your thoughts. I haven't seen it, so I can't say much about it. But to be honest, I really want to see her performance, because she does look cool. I'll say that.
Yeah, I just really wanted to put that out there before I start talking on this movie. But what I will say is she was great and she really portrayed Supergirl in the best way possible. What I will say is the script fucked her over quite a bit, because the writing wasn't as good as it could have been. And if the writing was better, I think lots of people will be behind this new Supergirl. But because the script wasn't as good, people are slamming the actor for it, and it is just really sad to see. Because I think Millie Alcock will be really entertaining in future movies and such. And her chemistry with Superman does appear in this movie, was very, very good. I really liked it. And the adaptation from the comic was, adapted it Woman of Tomorrow. They mostly got things quite nailed, except the ending, which I will get into later on. What I will say is the fact that it was an underwhelming opening. People just didn't go to see this movie for whatever reason. Did you expect this to be underwhelming?
In a way, yes, because I thought we've had so much bombardment of flipping so much shit on the internet saying it's going to be overwhelming. So I thought people said it's going to be shit, but the thing is, I agree with people. I think DC have done a different turn for it. What I said, I haven't seen it, but what I've seen of trailers and like the advertisements and stuff like that, I think it's going to underwhelm people.
Mm-hmm.
What you said then about people not much people going to the cinema to see it. To be honest, there is big films coming out, but like the next week, maybe people want to save or wait to see them.
Now, getting onto it visually, it looked very, very cool, especially the galaxies and the different planets and the red sun part of the galaxy. and a lot of it was given off James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy vibes. This movie was going for that type of vibe, to its own credit and to its own flaws. Specifically, I thought it shined in visually and kind of a feel of how the galaxy is in the DC universe. But where it falls is the needle drops are just really unnecessary. It's really going for that kind of Star-Lord vibe because obviously our protagonist Supergirl loves music. She's listening to music throughout the whole movie. However, the music she listens to is Earth music, which conflicts with her hatred of Earth because she's keeping off Earth because she doesn't like being all powerful. She wants to feel things on Red Sun. That's why she's in that era, and because she gets her powers from the Yellow Sun. So she is getting drunk. She's celebrating her birthday and such. She likes Earth music, but she hates Earth. It just doesn't go together. And so that's where this kind of movie falls short when it comes to kind of that aspect of them trying to replicate Guardians of the Galaxy. What do you think going for that kind of vibe was smart or not?
I think going for the vibe of Guardians is smart because one, you've got a brilliant director, James Gunn, who knows the way around Guardians of the Galaxy. Two, you've got what you said that mentioned then about the brilliant music she listens to, Earth music. You had that in Guardians of the Galaxy throughout the whole film, even blasting on the background. And just the whole thing as well with James Gunn. He's just a brilliant director. And if he wouldn't have got in charge of the DC universe, like if they would have got a different director for this, like not is it director or like a different way of a person to control the DC, I think it would have been a different film. But James Gunn did well. Like what you said then, I've heard the soundtrack on YouTube and the soundtrack's insane. But what you said also, the picture quality. What was the audio like as well? Was the audio like a big booms or was it like low audio?
Well, I was in the Plaza Cinema, which isn't that great. The cinema, so the sound quality I thought was completely fine, but obviously I wasn't shocked by it. I wasn't shocked by it, but that may be just because of the cinema I was in. Say you go to the Odeon, you might get a much better experience, but from where I was, it was just alright, but I didn't think it was bad by any means. I'd say maybe if you went to a better quality cinema like View, Odeon, you would get a great sound, but from where I was, not much, because it is a big budget action like pack thriller. So I'm sure the sound in like a really good, cinema would have been really good, but from where I was, just decent.
If you had like a home cinema thing as well, just say if you had this film comes out either on streaming, you've got like a whole base set up behind you. I think the audio would sound incredible for it. But even if this film, which it is coming to 4K Blu-rays and stuff like that, eventually in September, October, once you put that 4K disc in, you've got like the whole Dolby Vision thing. You've got a brilliant picture quality. You've got depends on what your screen is and what the screen is. It could be flipping LCR, it could be OLED screen. I've got a HDR plus 10 screen, but mine's got built-in Dolby Vision as well. But I think when you look at this film perspectively, it's going to look beautiful. And my surround in my room is ridiculous because I've got like 4 bass speakers. So I've got 2 behind me, I've got one in front of the telly and one in front of me. So it's going to be like ridiculous for booms and stuff like that. It's going to be ridiculous for audio. But what you said, if you go to Odin, if you go to View, Cineworld, anywhere, you watch this film either in 3D, you're going to get a good 3D view. If you go to IMAX, you're going to get a brilliant IMAX screening. I think this film's an IMAX, I'm not sure. But if you see it in 4DX as well, where your seats move around, you're going to get a good experience. But I think this film's going to look beautiful in 4K. Once this film comes to streaming, I'm definitely going to buy it to see what it looks like. But
now onto the plot. To me, it was pretty good. I didn't mind it. A lot of people are slamming it for being basic, but what a lot of people don't know, this is an adaptation of a previous made comic, Woman of Tomorrow, where obviously this little girl, I've already forgot her name because she was quite forgettable, no offence to her. She has had a whole family like murked by Kren, our main villain, and in her act of vengeance, she wants to go kill Krem, and she needs help. So she finds Supergirl in a bar. Now, obviously, people are slamming this story, calling it basic superhero slot. However, this is how it exactly went down in the comic, and this is an adaptation. So I do not mind it whatsoever. However, the adaptation from the comics, to this movie is really shit. Specifically because I think Krem is just a really flat villain. He's not scary in the slightest. The first opening scene of Krem, he is eating pie. And I'm not even shitting. I'm not even shitting about this. He's eating pie. I really was quite disappointed with villain. The ending to me was in the movie. She kills Krem. And the whole message she's been leaving before doing that is don't kill Krem, little girl, because it's going to ruin your life. And when this little girl does try to kill Krem at first, Supergirl stops her and goes, this is the wrong way. And then Krem goes and kills another family, proving Supergirl completely wrong. And then later on, Supergirl kills Krem anyway after telling this little girl don't do it. And I just really don't like that. You know, some people will probably be like, yeah, Krem needs to be stopped, he needs to be killed because he's going to go kill another family. However, Supergirl's been telling this little girl don't do it, and then she's just gone and done it, and it's seen as a heroic moment.
A villain to kill a family. It's like Guardians of the Galaxy, what you said then. Flipping, you got Thanos, he kills families, but this time you got a crap villain known as what you said then. Them killing families.
Whoever stole the show, his name's Lobo, and he was fucking amazing. He was utterly, like, so cool. You know, he had Negan in The Walking Dead, he was, like, fanboy, and he had this big personality. Lobo has a similar-ish thing. He just comes in his motorbike and his hook, and he's just, like, in the bar and such, and he's, like, he's been, like, kind of established as this badass who's killed his whole race and, like, blown up his own planet, right? Jason Momoa plays him, like, perfect. I can't wait to see him again. I want his own show. I want him listening to metal music. He was great. I will say one of the biggest positives of this movie was probably just nailing, like, looks and some of these characters. I thought Supergirl looked great. I thought Lobo looked great. I thought the Galaxy looked great. It's just some plot changes I didn't like, and it was trying to be Guardians of the Galaxy a bit, and that kind of just annoyed me. But other than that, I thought it was a solid 6 out of 10 movie.
That's actually kind of decent.
The reason I put it just a bit over 5 is because I did actually care about our protagonist, even though she is sarcastic, she isn't the nicest person, she does the heroic thing in the end, and it made me feel for her because it did tell her backstory on Krypton, and it showed it completely visually in a flashback. And, you know, it's kind of basic, it's kind of, you'd expect this, but honestly, that like, really, I really liked it. I thought it was really good that they told the story, because in Superman, he kind of is just there, and he's being Superman. Supergirl, it shows what happened with Supergirl, and she was actually there on Krypton before it was taken, it was basically exploded and such. And there was a force field that protected the core, and had some residents survive in the core. And then, obviously, the kryptonite, like, virus was kind of like, it was unearthed. There was a mineral kryptonite. It was unearthed, and it spread around and killed the Kryptonians. It's traumatic, is what it is, and it really made me feel for the character. And you can understand why she wants to just get drunk and forget about life, because she just doesn't want to live it, because she's suffering from trauma. Honestly, I really cared about this character, but it just, I don't know, it just wasn't maybe done the best everything else, but solid 6 out of 10 movie for me.
Do you think there will be a sequel?
No, we weigh it up to the facts, it was underwhelming. It didn't make as much as it needed to make. They probably won't make another one just because of financial reasons. But it's a good movie.
Right, let's get to my film I watched the other week. Oh, did I? Toy Story film. I don't even know why they made this film. It should have stopped after Toy Story 3, because you know what happens with Toy Story 3? Andy packs a stop. gives some of the stuff to Barney, and then buggers off to college or to university. Number 4 comes around. You've got flipping the whole thing with Gabby, all that type of shit with Forky, because it's Barney's first thing.
Yeah.
Then you got the 5th film, which brings iPads, brings technology devices into this film. I don't even know whose idea was to bring technology to a film where the kid is not even flipping 10. This is my thing, and I want to go through the plot line from beginning to end, and I'll give you my verdict at the end, like and stuff. Ranking all the Toy Story films. The beginning, I thought, was cool to see all the characters back. You got Woody back, Buzz back. Well, yeah, you got Woody's bald. You've got Jessie, who was a big surprise, and I thought she was brilliant because this was her own film. It wasn't based on like Woody or Buzz. It's basically focused on Jessie. But it was just, you've got other characters as well back. You've got Rex back. You've got Forky back. Who's got a wife. I don't even know why that was even included in this film. That should have just been a short on Disney Plus. What was the point of bringing a short of a wedding into this film, which could have been scrapped or put onto Disney Plus? You've got new characters. Oh yeah, you got Bo Peep back. I don't know why the hell she was in this, because she had a perfect end in Toy Story 4 in the carnival when she left Woody off. You got new characters. You got Lily Pad, played by Greta Lee. She was actually pretty decent because she actually spoke different languages, and she was actually a good villain in it. You've got Smarty Pants, which was a potty training electronic device played by Conan O'Brien. Was one of the worst characters in this film, one of the most boring characters, one of the most disgusting characters. I didn't like him.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Atlas, who's played by Craig Robinson, who's a talking hippo equipped with the GPS. They were funny because I love the whole scene when they're in the car trying to chase after flipping Jessie and stuff like that. When I get onto it in a minute with the whole Buzz situation, which I think you see in the trailers and stuff, loads of trailers. You got Snappy, who's a toy camera with perfect memories. Pretty forgettable character, to be honest. You've got Pizza with sunglasses, played by Bad Bunny. Whose idea was to bring him into this film? Don't have a clue.
Bad Bunny.
He's a flipping pizza. The fuck?
He did a WWE matches.
And he was in Bullet Train as well. But yeah, we don't talk about that.
Adding on to the legacy.
You got Dr. Nutcase, a flipping wacky, rugged edition. I forgot who the flipping Dr. Nutcase was because I think he was only there for 5 minutes and buggers off. But yeah, you got the whole thing back. You got Duke Kaboom, which I thought was pretty fun in this film, like in Toy Story 4. Played by Keanu Reeves. It was funny. Bullseye with Jessie. Absolutely love Bullseye. Riding through the streets, riding to defeat the villain toys, to defeat the technology toys. That was a pretty cool scene. I'll give you that for a fact. Ham. What was the point of bringing Ham back? Because he had a good part in Toy Story 3. Wasn't even in Toy Story 4. And they just decided to bring him back in Toy Story 5. Slinky Dog, fair play, because he helped the crew out a lot, trying to get Dan to escape Molly's house. So that was kind of cool. You've also got other characters. You've also got the backstory of Jessie's owner as well. She was pretty cool, like the backstory of her. I don't want to go into detail about it, but it's pretty sad. Shed a tear once because it was that sad. I just generally loved it, and what I mean before I said there's a thing with Buzz. There's an army of buzzers because there's around 50. I think there's a whole army of buzzers because he climbed himself. Flipping fights technology. Who the flipping hell decides, oh yeah, let's bring Buzz Lightyear after he's had his own film which flopped. Let's have him being another main character in the film, leaving out Woody. I know Woody had a main proper role in Toy Story 4 as the main priority. Jesse, you've got Buzz in this film as primary character. Overall, I thought it was I loved the film. I give it an 8 out of 10. I thought from every single second of it, it was heartbreaking. It was fun. Was this really need to be released? No, because I should have stopped Toy Story 3. But I do think they'll wrap up the whole Toy Story thing with Toy Story 6 when Barney gets older, and then that'll be it. Then I think Toy Story will finish, because if they bring another character in, if Andy has a kid, it would be a flipping miracle. If they say, at the end of the film, Andy's new kid, that'll be what I said, funny. But 8 out of 10 for me for Toy Story 5. Loved it. Definitely going to be watching it again. My flipping nephew had fun as well watching it, and my sister had fun as well. We were just laughing our heads off. Even Eddie fell asleep. I didn't fall asleep. No, my sister didn't fall asleep. But it was our first main watch as like the three of us, because he's never been to cinema before. But as a first big film, he loves Toy Story. Give him his due. He enjoyed it. So.
Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm glad for you.
If I had to rank them, if I had to rank the Toy Story films before we move on, if you want to say anything in a minute, if I had to rank the Toy Story films, I'll rank number 1 is Toy Story 3. 2 is Toy Story 1, of course. Number 3 would be Toy Story 5. 4, Toy Story 4. 5th, Toy Story 2, because that's one of the most forgettable films in like whole of them, because I forgot even what happens in that film. I know that fucking Al fella's in it, but pretty forgettable for me.
Yeah, if I had to do a ranking, which I will, I don't have to, I'm doing it anyway. I fully obviously I'd have Toy Story 3 as number 1, childhood favourite. Number 2, original Toy Story. Number 3, Toy Story 2. And I won't say it's forgettable, because I remember the old man dude. He was low-key quite protective over what's her name, Jessie. I think that was like the plot of it. And then last Toy Story 4, because I have watched it and I do not remember it whatsoever except for Sporky and the stupid doll. And both of those things were anything great.
Don't forget flipping Duck and Bunny. It was played by, I think, Kim Peel, played them.
Anyways, I would like to move on to Odyssey.
Alright then, let's move on to Odyssey. I haven't seen this trailer, so it's going to be fair.
Yeah. Do a trailer reaction right now.
Odysseus. Don't you remember? Thunder. Fire. Death.
Visuals look really cool already.
Yeah.
A wife,
Beautiful, don't
a son,
Tom Holland.
home.
Ooh.
Christopher Nolan. Great actor.
Ithaca's a kingdom waiting for a king.
Robert Pattinson.
My dad is coming home. You're pining for a daddy you didn't even know. Like some sniveling bastard.
Oh!
And Hathaway.
Ithaca's king is coming back.
Bringing vengeance.
The hell's that?
Bringing it all. I could take the throne.
They're not giving up power to you or Odysseus. Do you think life goes back to the way it was?
Oh.
That world is gone. If you returned, he'd have to kill him, like you will.
You gods
That's
don't speak
awesome.
in ways we understand.
Who doesn't understand pain? Or blood? The gods told you.
Then I defy the gods.
Looks really good.
17th of July. Next.
Yeah. See that next week, I think. Or week after.
Oh.
I think it should be next week. What did you think about that then?
I love that. This film reminds me of it was Lord of the Rings 3 when they had the Rides of Rohan before the battle. It just reminds me of that with like the whole army situation, like the whole battles and stuff. It just reminds me of Lord of the Rings. But I like the family feud as well between Robert Pattinson and Tom Holland's characters, and the whole thing with Anne Hathaway. I love that.
Yeah. Now, what I did notice was they are using American accents. You can really hear that. I don't think we're trying for any sort of kind of Greek slang or anything, or kind of accent. We're just rolling their English and American accents, which kind of takes out of the movie a bit. But for me, who isn't a massive like Odyssey fan or like a huge kind of fan of ancient history, I'm not going to be bothered by it. But people who are huge fans of that may be quite annoyed by this.
No, but even if you would have included the Greek thing, it wouldn't. They'll have to include the subtitles, wouldn't they? Well, I know everyone's going to be watching it with subtitles when it comes out streaming it. I know in cinemas they don't do subtitles, but if they would have had ancient Greek or like flipping Greek letters in this film, I would have think they would have had subtitles on it.
Mhm.
I think they've done a good job of making it like flipping just a whole American thing here because it's modern day. You're not going to go back to flipping many years ago when you used to do like foreign films. I think it looks good.
It's going to be intense. It's R-rated. It's going to be intense.
Yeah.
So, if you want that gore, you want that violence, Odyssey might be for you.
It's going to be one of his most toughest films, I think. I think it's going to be. It's one of his most like brutal films Christopher Nolan's ever done because I think that was a brutal film as well. But like I know it was based on a circus and stuff. But that was pretty brutal. But Oppenheimer wasn't brutal. Batman, the Dark Knight trilogy wasn't brutal. Memento wasn't brutal. He did all the films as well, but they weren't. This is The Prestige and this film, The Odyssey, like two of his most brutal films.
Christopher Nolan isn't known for R-rated or 15-rated movies, so it's taken on a new challenge.
Oppenheimer was 15, but I think that was his first test. That shouldn't have really been a 15. That was 12, I think.
Cast is stacked. Matt Damon, Anne Hathaway.
Robert Pattinson, Tom Holland, and John Bernthal, who was in another trailer. You've had Elliot Page, surprised to see her in this film. Because she hasn't been in much after The Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
She wasn't really in much.
Zendaya is in this movie as well.
Yeah.
She's,
I don't. We're all surprised because thing with Tom Holland. Hang on. I'm just looking at the cast. You got Travis Scott in this film. This is no
what?
joke.
No, it's
Search-
what?
Search this up on Google for a minute. Oh, hang on. I'm going to go on IMDb to sec to listen. If Travis Scott is in this film, that'll be fucking jokes.
What did you do in it? Oh, John Bernthal here as well.
Mia Goth's in it. Right, she's in it. Benny Safdie's in it? Whoa. Didn't know he was in it.
Last time I saw Travis Scott doing anything but music, he was smoking weed in a WWE ring with a rock. That's not sort of doing anything. This movie is 2 hours and 52 minutes.
Average time for the film, to be honest, for this type of film.
Well, I mean, is it going to be boring with that length, or is it just going to be non-stop action?
I think it'll be. I think the beginning of the film, or the first hour and a half, will be slow, and then the rest of the film, like an extra hour and 22 minutes will be fast paced. I think the beginning's going to be slow as fuck.
Do you think it's going to be a slow burner?
Yeah.
Now, for people with smaller attention spans, that's not going to go well for them. It's action fantasy as the genre is, but a lot of the time you might have some kind of long dialogue scenes.
It's like Dune as well. In Dune, we'll talk about Dune Part 3 in a minute, or in a bit, when we get to watch that trailer. But when you had Dune Part 1, that film was so slow. It was a slow burn, and then the second film, Part 2, which was just action-packed. But the thing is, even Dune Part 2 was slow. Dune Part 2, slow. I know the different directors, Dune, this is Christopher Nolan, but if it's gone to 3 hours, you know a film's going to be slow.
Now, if John Berthnell doesn't say, "Let me tell you something in this movie," I'm walking out.
Right, bye guys, we're walking out.
He has to say at least once, because if he doesn't, he's betrayed the soil. Because in a recent interview, he said he's going to say it again in this movie. And so I best be seeing that. I do love him as an actor. Him as Shane of the Walking Dead. First kind of proper role I saw him in. Blown away.
I mainly known him as the Punisher, to be honest. When I watched the Punisher TV show, that's the first time I ever watched him.
Heard he's great in that as well.
Yeah, brilliant role. The music composed for this film is by Ludwig Göransson, who recently did Mando and Grogu, and he did The Mandalorian.
Yeah, it's good music. I'm going to say, right, Robert Pattinson's the bad guy in this movie, coming off being Batman as well.
Coming off being Batman. Actually, yeah, this film is one of his first villain roles. When we get to Dune Part 3 in a minute, what I've seen previously in another trailer for that, he is the villain in Dune Part 3, so this shit, he's going full villain mode. He's not going full hero mode. He's going full villain mode.
Well, it's really good for his career because it's going to show that he can play villains as well.
Well, that's the thing. Once you become a hero, you'll always have the chance to become a villain. And if you want to go back to becoming a hero...
Well, it's really good for his career and such. It's got Tom Holland in this movie. I think he's pretty good. I wouldn't say he's as good as, like, John Berthnell or Robert Pattinson.
Nah.
And you got Zendaya in here as well, which is pretty good.
Yeah, the both of them's going to be.
Yeah. They're in every movie together. I mean, not every one, but you know a lot of them. They movies together. I'm excited to see Travis Scott smoking weed.
Imagine this, right? He only has around 30 seconds of screen time.
He's going to have his own ship. He's going to come out of the water. He's going to be a mythical creature. He's going to have Fiend playing. And he's going to be smoking a spliff with like a massive like cape on or something. With pyro coming out of a ship. It's going to be awesome. That's how the movie ends.
Oh, John Bertman comes out, says that, and then fucking kills him after.
Travis Scott will return in Odyssey Doomsday.
Come on. We'll have to see how the film does. If he ever does a sequel, it'll be intriguing to do.
This will be either amazing or it's going to be kind of boring. Can't lie. But the trailer makes it look great.
Yeah. The aesthetics, the flipping backdrop. Right, should we finish off watching Dune? Because I'm excited for this film.
Fully dropped yesterday, very fresh.
21 hours.
Got the trailer.
I trusted you!
Oh my.
You promised me that you would never take power in your name. You convinced me that this was your home. That I was your home.
Oh. What do you know about me?
You've conquered the galaxy. You've destroyed thousands of worlds.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think you're way beyond redemption.
Why are you here?
To deliver a peace proposal.
Peace is a good thing. Why should I refuse?
Movie looks gorgeous.
Destroy you.
We plan to strike the core of Imperial power.
You intend to kill Paul?
Regime change.
Idiot.
It looks intense, lots of tension.
I found someone.
Goosebumps.
The future has a way of talking to me. But I can't see what's ahead.
How does it feel to be human like everyone else, Paul Atreides?
You have no fear, do you?
I fear dishonor.
You sound like an Atreides.
I've been told I was one.
Forgive me for all I've done.
Wow. What do you think?
Saying this now, I think I'm sad that this film is out the day before Doomsday because I want to really go and watch this film back to back. I want to watch this on the 19th and on the 18th, and then watch Doomsday on the 19th. But the thing is, I can't because time schedules and stuff like that. But if I did, I would have watched both of them like the day after. But my God, it's more flipping dark than I was expecting.
It's like, I think, there's a massive time jump, is there not?
It's a massive thing. I think it's 15 years. I think it's 15 years after Doom Part 2.
I'm gonna be real, I haven't even watched Dune Part 2. I know from one of my friends, he has told me it was a huge time jump. If I remember right, he said about 17 years. Timothee Chalamet looks withered, bro.
My man's went rogue in the last film, but my God. I thought, and I was saying this to my dad the other week, and we watched the teaser trailer for the teaser for it. I thought both Paul and Shani were having a kid at the end of 2, which leads into this one, but looks like they changed it a lot because with this trailer that they've shown the war, they've showed the dark side of Paul Atreides, and they've showed the house of Atreides with like Jason Momoa and stuff fighting for a war against Paul. But I thought they had a kid. I thought that was where they're gonna left off. Like they had a kid surprisingly, then Paul Atreides turns away from Shani, and that's when the feud happens. But looks like they've changed it a lot. Dennis Villeneuve has changed this film because he's done it instead of the feud into the House of Atreides, which he gains it. He loses everyone's power. Then Robert Pattinson gains power from the people, and then the war happens afterwards. But I enjoyed that trailer. I think this film's going to be beautiful and brilliant and brutal.
I didn't watch the second movie because I got bored watching the first movie because the first movie is just a massive lore drop.
Yeah, I give you credit for that, but
If you haven't read the books, first movie to me just wasn't amazing. Now, to people who read the books, I'm sure it was amazing, but for me it just wasn't. That's why I haven't watched the second one, but been hearing good things. That trailer gave me goosebumps. I'm for sure going to watch Dune Part 2.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to watch Dune Part 2. Might be tonight, because I'm probably just going to get it done with, because I need to get it watched, because it's quite a long movie. But the second one's great, and so that's put the expectations high up in the air for this new one.
I'll say, I agree with that one before. First one was crap. I was boring. I watched the first one. I watched it in think it was 3D when it came out originally, and I fell asleep in the cinema watching it. When it came out, when it came out onto disc, like on a Blu-ray disc, I watched it at home, with me surround sound and stuff like that, and I enjoyed it for the most part, but I fell asleep again. Second one came out. I was excited because I loved the trailers and stuff, but like you haven't seen it, so but like the massive doom worms and the sun worms coming out and you ride them and stuff like that, and like the whole thing with the feud of the different houses in Arachnis. But thing is that I think the second one's better a bit. But what you said, it's too long, and half of it gets you bored, and like half, I think for 20 minutes of Doom Part 2, I fell asleep, and then I woke back up when there was like a fight or something happened, and then I just was intrigued with the rest of it, like towards the end. But this film, I think I'll stay awake for this whole film because it looks good. There's loads of battles in it. There's loads of family feud and stuff like that. Like loads of corruption and stuff like that. But I think I won't fall asleep. I think I'll just watch this. Depends on the runtime.
Well, tell you what, battle scenes looked phenomenal, amazing visuals, but it really lived up to that kind of expectation of just massive, bombastic war of like a conclusion. And, you know, you want your final movie, your trilogy, to be massive, epic. And that trailer, I think that delivered on that part. The scenes of dialogue, you can feel the tension rise, and then you had these bits of battle kind of splitting up, and it's kind of seeing what's to come of that.
The dialogue's brilliant. Like, even the feud thing between, like what I said before, Jason Momoa and Timothee Chalamet. Them two. Then you've got the thing with Florence Pugh and Robert Pattinson. Them two. You've got flipping Rebecca Ferguson and flipping Paul. That's another one. Then you've got a couple others. But even the whole thing with flipping Timothee Chalamet and Zendaya, that feud will carry this film with like the dialogue between them two. I think will carry this. I'm really excited to see it. The visuals are flipping phenomenal. I love the visuals. Like what I said, the sky, the galaxy, the house of Atreides, the city itself, the sand. Oh no, it's just sand, but it looks gorgeous. It does look brilliant.
Timothée Chalamet, how would you feel about him as an actor?
I don't mind him. I think he's had for the last 3 years he's been a good actor. He's been in some good films recently, but before that I wouldn't. I've blamed himself. Who the fucking hell is Timothée Chalamet? Before I know him, but he's been in good films recently. In that table tennis film, he's been in Dune, of course. He's been in Wonka. Did you like Wonka? Have you seen Wonka?
I saw Wonka and I thought it was good enough. I didn't think it was good, I didn't think it was bad, I just thought it was another movie.
To be honest, give him his due. I think in the next 2 years, I think he'll be good and then he'll fall off. Because that's what happens to some other actors. There was a big actor that had the same thing as Timothée Chalamet. He was in some brilliant big films and then just fell off. And then he may came back once or twice and then he just fell off again. Forgot who it was. He's a massive, major Hollywood actor. But I think Timothée Chalamet himself, as person thing, I think he's brilliant. Depends what film he's in. Depends what genre of film he's in. He's brilliant.
He is frequently compared to Leonardo DiCaprio. Some may say he is this generation's Leonardo DiCaprio.
No, I don't agree. No.
What makes you say that?
With Leonardo DiCaprio, he's been in some good action films. He's been in like Titanic. He may have been in Romeo and Juliet. He may have been in like some love films, but his acting film or like action films, whatever. The new thing, One Battle After Another, his performance in that, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I watched the other night. I loved him in them too. He's like, in them films, he's the main character. But if you see him in like Romeo and Juliet, he's not, because you've got two. But in like that films, he is like one of the main characters. Compare like Timothée Chalamet you say, haha, he's in every film that he's in, he's the main character, but he's not really, because you've got, like, say in that was it, Marty Supreme. We had that other fella that was in it. I forgot who it was. I haven't even seen Marty Supreme. He's been in more big, massive blockbusters, hasn't he?
Yeah, Chalamet's still young and he's still got his career ahead of him, however.
I know Timothee Chalamet's 30 years old. How old's Leonardo DiCaprio?
He's old, mate. He's like 60 at least.
He's 51. So there's like a 21-year gap.
51!
He's 51, yeah.
I think I'm just stupid, but I think he was 60. He looks it.
But the thing is, he's been in massive films. Compare Timothee Chalamet, what's he been in recently? A complete unknown. I don't even care. I know he was in Interstellar. Give him credit for that. He's very young in Interstellar. He's in Dune. He's in Marty Supreme. Compare him to Leonardo DiCaprio. What's he been in? Titanic, Wolf of Wall Street, brilliant film. Revenant, brilliant. Inception, brilliant. Shutter Island, brilliant. Catch Me If You Can by Steven Spielberg. Haven't even seen it.
That's a great movie.
Brilliant. The Great Gatsby, brilliant film. Killers of the Flower Moon, brilliant. Django Unchained, brilliant. He's been in some brilliant films, DiCaprio, but if you look at flipping Timothée Chalamet, again.
That might be just the movies, not his acting talent.
I know, but Leonardo DiCaprio is more like the main protagonist. But if you say like in Wonka, he may be the main protagonist in that. But if you give him like another character, like Dune, you've got Zendaya, Oscar Isaac in the first Dune. In part 2, you've got flipping Javier Bardem as well. He's one of the main ones with just about as well. But
I remember him from Dune. I remember from Call Me by Your Name. I remember from Complete Unknown.
I've seen Little Women. That was shit.
What did you think was shit?
That 18th of December, but it's out internationally the 16th of December for June. So it's out 3 days before Avengers Doomsday. So if any of you are watching this, either watch June after Christmas or watch June before Christmas, because you've got Avengers. Because the cinemas are going to be absolutely packed for Avengers Doomsday. But I don't think they'll be packed for June. But I'll say for me, watch this film after Christmas, because the cinemas won't be as packed. But you'll get like loads of people on it. By the way, just to say, everyone, if you're watching this on a Sunday, I will not be here next week. I've got stuff happening, personal reasons behind the scenes next week, so I will not be on the pod. It'll just be Moody next week. Sorry about this, but personal reasons have got to come first. But hopefully the week after, I'll be back. We have some big news to talk about. Most probably have our first look at Avengers Doomsday. At a trailer for Avengers Doomsday next, the week after. And hopefully I will give you all my thoughts on Assassin's Creed Black Flag Precinct, because I'm getting the game on Saturday. So excited.
So, thank you everyone for watching. Visually Sarah host, Moody and Lego Gamer signing off. Say goodbye, Lego Gamer.
See you all in 2 weeks.
See you later.
52 bomber clap pussy wagon chicken nugget.